everyone, I hope you're all having a good day. So today's video is number 2 for my channel's shell challenge week, and it is by none other than the gorgeous Bethlesimmer. Now, when I first saw this shell, I wasn't scared. I was a little bit maybe intimidated because it's huge and I wasn't entirely sure what to do with it, but as you can see we have already gotten quite far into the build. It took me ages to get the outside of it right, and I kind of struggled with reference pictures since Bowser's castle is quite symmetrical, I think, and this shell it isn't the same shape, which obviously that would have been a miracle if it was. But I think I did okay. You'll see a little bit later I put some plumb bob lights in the roof to kind of look like the spikes on the back of his shell. Now, I did message Beth and ask if it was okay to use tool because I was struggling to try and get the look of it right, and she said it was okay, so that's the only part of the build that I have used tool for, just the roof. So right now we are creating the lava moat around the outside of the castle, and in here I turn most of this entryway into like a throne room and all of the stairs that lead up to it. So the inside of the castle is mostly inspired by the Origami King, Paper Mario. I don't have the game. I've literally just spent 3 days googling images. So I kind of made it look as close to as possible. Now, behind the throne there is a picture of Princess Peach. Obviously I don't have anything like that, so I thought maybe I could use a picture of Bella, but I couldn't find one, so I end up going with this one of Lady Charlotte, I think her name is. Now down here I just put a table and some chairs, kind of like the images that I had from Paper Mario. I think there's several tables, but there was only really space for one. And I put a lamp from Get Famous, I believe. Yes, it's from the Tournament of Honor set. I think it's a set prop, not an actual light. So when I was trying to search for it in the menu, it wasn't coming up, but I think it's actually a debug item. So I didn't know what rooms to include in this, so I include this room, which I decorated for Princess Peach, and another room that I decorated for Bowser. Then I think there's 2 bathrooms, and downstairs is still quite large. There's a huge kitchen and then a couple of different like living spaces. I didn't want to have too much furniture in here, but at the same time I didn't want to have loads and loads of empty space. So right now I'm creating like a balcony. That's not what it's called. I don't actually know what it's called. But you know, the curtains around the bed, that thing that is really posh and it looks really nice. So when I was googling her room, the image that I found was of somebody who had decorated their own bedroom to kind of look like hers, and that's where I kind of took the idea from for most of these things. So that mannequin, I put a dress on from Vampires, I believe. It was the closest one that I could find that looked anywhere similar to Princess Peach's dress. It still doesn't look anything like it, but it was as close as I could get. So I do that right at the end, so it's in the screenshots. And I just kind of add as many, you know, nice pink decorations as possible. So now we are into Bowser's bedroom. In here is pretty much decorated the same style as the rest of the build. So it's all reds and golds and dark woods. And I think it looks quite regal in here, which was the idea I was going for. I did all the window placement first and then struggled afterwards with how the rooms were laid out. And this balcony that you can see, or could see just there, I didn't know what to put out there, so I don't put anything out there. It was a bit of an awkward space to roof, so I originally attempted to roof it, and I couldn't do it, so we just go with a balcony out there from the main hallway, but I just leave it empty. So there's a couple of other spaces that I've left like in the main hallways. There's occasionally like one piece of furniture or pieces of artwork and things, but that's pretty much it. I wanted it to look as similar to the games as possible of the images that I could find, and most of them seemed quite, I don't know, empty, I guess, just with the picture portals. So out on this balcony area here, of the other entries I've seen of this shell, most people have used it as a balcony area, and when I attempted to put some roof on it, it didn't work. So it's just like a little courtyard area with some greenery. So here is what it looks like when I am finished with the landscaping. So all I really did was try and blend it in with the rest of the world. It's on the biggest lot in Windenburg, so it's pretty big, but I just tried to blend it in as much as possible, because landscaping wise from the games you don't see much of it, and it's all just lava and rocks. So right now we are in the kitchen. I struggled with how much space was in here in the end, so we make a little pantry area here. Could have made it bigger, but I really like this kitchen actually. The view from these kitchen windows is amazing. I'm not sure if I include a picture or not, but I think it looks really pretty out there. So this kitchen, like I said, is huge. But there's lots of seating, so if you were to use it as, you know, a normal house, then you can have 8 Sims in here. Obviously not to sleep, but to eat, you know, you can have a party. Yeah, it's a good party house. So I just decorate this as a normal kitchen, you know, nothing special in here. I couldn't find any images when I was searching of the kitchen from his castle, so it's just a standard castle kitchen, I think. And the table I tried to replicate like the one from the entryway from Paper Mario, just a little bit. So in here we have like a little reading nook. There's some bookcases along each wall, and then I add a couple of decorative pieces to the area. I don't add too much, but everything kind of is red and black mostly. So in here is like the main lounge area. I don't include a TV or anything, and everything is lit by candles. It's not, I haven't set it as off the grid, but I think it can function. Maybe not with the bathrooms. But I think it looks really cool in here. So yeah, thank you for watching. That is pretty much it now. I just add a couple of finishing touches and some curtains, and yeah, let me know what you think, and I'm excited to see all of the other entries. And yeah, thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.